Hello everyone, how are you going? And welcome back to Mini Motorways, where we have a brand new weekly challenge to check out, but I can't exactly say that this is one of my favorite maps. Well, starting with all 9 motorways is always a bit of a balancing game because you always have to see what comes next, and so only one choice of upgrade is offered and more trees and they can't be destroyed. I don't think that should be too much of a problem as long as I can, yes, okay, I still do have the bridges, so that's not too bad overall. I guess I'm going to start by going straight across. Well, finally, I was wondering how long that was going to take because even though I blocked it up, it still had plenty of room to spawn, but honestly that's a pretty good and pretty standard spawn. To be honest, I'm just glad that I'm not on expert mode because that's always the thing. It's like, what else can they throw at you? Yes, they give you the 9 motorways, but all of a sudden you just have to deal with all pancakes or whatever it may be. There's just always a trick to it, but so far this has actually been fairly alright. I now have the other one which could take a bridge or a motorway, but I think considering it's 33 points, that'll be fine. Alright, well I think I might pause it and just try and move these purples. It got most of it at least blocked up already. And so I believe that is every last tile, and hopefully it moves to, that's not really a better spot, but at least it saves me a bridge. You know what, I'm just going to give it a second and see if another white spawns in. I imagine it will spawn in the same spot. Come on, still waiting. Oh, that is actually way better. Really right on that line is where you had to go and spawn, hey? There's not even any way that I can take that purple around. Okay, well, it's not the worst in terms of the blue spawn. It's just disappointing for the purples. And I guess eventually that might become a motorway because, I mean, it's not the shortest strip in the world and it does take a bridge. I mean, to be fair, if I do want to just help out a little bit, I can just go ahead and chuck a couple of motorways in for now because, well, I don't need to be holding on to them. They will come back to me. It's no expert mode. And now that there's a pink around though, I definitely will want them to a degree. Alright, so you go over there and that is completely fine. I will probably, or hopefully eventually move these guys down to the bottom right one if that does become a thing, because it just loves to spawn all of the pinks in one big fat area. And now that I have 2 roundabouts, I could almost preempt a couple of things. I mean, I do want to block up, to be honest, just at this bottom and top and everywhere over here, just so pinks don't spawn right next to one another. Here you go, at least I've got plenty of motorways to do it. Yeah, see, that is exactly what I wanted, and even though I did just move that so I can try and fit a roundabout in there, that is just going to be perfect. I guess I'll just have to decide how I want to be splitting these guys up, and maybe that just changes what I was about to do. I think it ends up being a bit of a split, but yeah, this should do just fine, straight on down. I love not having to worry about expert mode. Hey, well actually that is a decent thing. For some reason I had in my head that I wouldn't get any more bridges and I was going to be trapped in a way with my 9 motorways, but that can, I mean, relieve a lot of pressure if I needed to. I might just immediately then change the oranges around just so they're not piling up too much immediately. Here you go. So you go over that and then white's up there, hey? That's the other thing with white on this map. You definitely have to be careful because white and pink together, they know how to just make a party happen in the same spot. To be fair, so far, and even with another bridge now, but I don't believe I've used a single thing that I wouldn't have had because that was week 6. I definitely would have got at least 1 motorway by then. And even though there are a few people popping off and purple probably needs some assistance, and I can very easily do it, I don't really feel as though I'm using everything to my full potential, which is good long term. Oh, well, okay, I was in the middle of drawing that line, but I guess if you want to block me like that, I'll just work around it. I don't really need you. But how do I want to be doing this guy? Because, I mean, I could chop off the whites and maybe hope that a couple of whites spawn up here, but by the same metrics, until that really has to happen, maybe I do just give it one of my many mini motorways. So over they go, and that shouldn't be long before motorway 1 can be reconnected in. What is that? Another pink? What? Another pink down there? See, this is what I mean. They just go ham and just go all over the place, which means that eventually you just have to be using, like I said, these roundabouts to help stifle their progress. They don't know how to say no. They just put everyone everywhere. I've got 4 at 500 points. I have to go around the tree. Of course I do. Either way, that is all right. To be fair, now that I have motorway 3, and speak of the devil with white, but now that I have motorway 3 just lingering there, it should allow me to keep that column fairly clear for white, and it's definitely going to be what I need because it's just like pink. They just love to go all spawn up in the top left together. I don't have that many purples. All right. Maybe I can look at moving motorway 2 down to here and then just not doing that whole kerfuffle with this guy. I reckon that's going to be better. Alright, well if Mr. White just wants to be doing that, it might even be time just to, I've got the road tiles, I might as well. I'll just split these guys up nice and early, and if nothing else, just reserve that road. That will make a big difference long term. Give it, there we go, big difference long term. Otherwise, I guess I've got the bridges and I've got the oranges a bit closer, so maybe that would be a go as well. Another roundabout, which I would definitely eventually be putting to use. Yeah, let's just change up orange before, once again, it is too late. It might almost just open up a couple of opportunities for blues or purple purples and people like that to squeak through if I really needed to. But how can I manage the pinks better? Because having them all share being 3 buildings on one roundabout won't be great. I am approaching 1,000 points, which isn't crazy, but it definitely does kind of set the tone for the rest of the map, and things are alright, especially with 6 motorways still at my disposal. So I think instead of doing that, this will be better. You go that way. Is that the right one? Yeah, motorway 1. Strange choice to go spawn right there. I mean, at least it did not spawn directly on that pink line and pinch it. I've got 2 motorways there because I was going to swap it over, but I'm not sure if I really need to or want to, so I'll get rid of that. And blues, I don't have that many blues is the only problem. I'm thinking in this cluster up here I should have enough to afford to just ship them straight down there, especially because there is still a lot of cars in driveways. Aha, I should have known that orange was going to come down and join the party, and then now a white up there as well, of course. Between 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, these guys just cannot afford or don't know how to just have a bit of distance between one another, and it really just plays havoc. I believe I can afford to turn these guys around, that will be fine. It's only this one I'm worried about. And then for you, do I have enough people? I probably have enough whites, or I can go like this. That is the 2 questions I have. Maybe I even go like this. Ooh, that will be nice. Well, usually I don't have anything to get across from these blues that's like to spawn there up to this one, but I think I can afford to be turning these guys around and just sending them that way and not steal from up here anymore. I'm just thinking of getting rid of the entire thing. Here you go, motorway 6 to there, and you go down to there. It gives me everything I need back, and honestly, if it wants to spawn another pink right there, go for it. I'll just deal with it. I've got 2, wow, really only 2 motorways left. Where have they all gone? But hey, 900 points has come fairly easily. I mean, I do all of a sudden have so many motorways out, and I guess that is because I've unconsolidated things that didn't really, well, I wasn't forced to, but eventually would have been forced to do so. I'm just trying to look at what can I possibly change in the future or for the future, and I'm really not seeing anything. It just matters what spawns over here, what spawns up here if it's another white, and what spawns down in this pesky double building. But there's really not much I need to do. Maybe I do just put motorway 7 all the way to there. I think that's the best thing I could possibly do because it still has houses and cars for spares. Aha! I was right. How did I know that wouldn't be able to resist? But to be honest, there is plenty of people up here, or plenty of people 4 up there. I just need probably a roundabout. I might even go this way, just because why not? Oh, and of course, it just couldn't resist, could it? It's just so easy to know what this map wants to do. It just wants to put everyone in one spot in terms of the buildings. But then, like I was just thinking with purple, there's no big clump of purple. Pink has got that covered, but purple are just all over the place, and that's what makes that have a pip. Either way, for orange, for orange, I don't have, besides the ones that I just connected into here, I don't have that many people to spare, so maybe I can just, if that's the right one, yep, maybe I can just drag it over here. Just as long as this guy cleans up his act. And what was that? A light blue. Ooh, I think that will be my final motorway. I had a whole bundle of blues. Where am I not using them? I feel as though blue somehow is struggling the most, and then now I also have you, which, motorway 6, is it? Ooh, that will not be able to fare that well. Maybe it's not even going to require a bridge. I'm just going to take these guys up and over and down. At least there's not even a tree to block me and say no. So there we go. Plenty of people for that kind of run. Somehow you are still struggling, and I think it's just a traffic management thing. I can't fit a roundabout where I want to fit a roundabout because it needs a plus, and that's in the way. That's also in the way. I guess it's just, damn. Okay. Anywhere else I can fit it? No. Okay, well, considering there are a whole bundle of people up here, I think I'm just going to disconnect those guys and see how it fares. See if a driveway instead of a road connection is better. Blue still, though. I mean, besides this purple that's just once again piling up, there's not much I can do for you, really. I guess I can chuck these pinks in over here because they are very, very close. But, purple, I need almost a roundabout. Well, I mean, I need 2 roundabouts in one location over there. There has to be a better way. Maybe if I can spread them out a little bit. Here we go. I'll do a bit of this action instead. You go there, you go there. At least that just gives them some buffer zone. Will that kill me? Actually, no. It took one of my motorways, so it should be okay. Fingers crossed. Oh, no. It didn't. Oh, because I have... I'm dead. Yeah, that'll definitely kill me. I mean, it's a pretty short journey, so maybe people can make it back, but I just don't think that people will be fast enough. I'll join you in. Is there anyone else I can join in just to help the crusade? Maybe if I just come down here, pump, there we go. I can't can't even get in there. How do you want me to get in there, game? That's just ridiculous. Ooh, actually, which one is coming back to me? I guess if I have a look, is it motorway 2? Is it any of them? It's neither of them. Which one's first? Oh, that's dead, but it was this one. Okay, well, maybe, look, I'll attempt it, see if everyone goes. No, it's going to kill me. It's just going to be too slow. But look at that. All of white was dying as well, and that is just because I just assumed I still had a spare that I did not have. 109 days, though. Man, there was motorways going everywhere, but you can just not stand up to the might of this map. And honestly, for once, it wasn't pink or white. I mean, like I just said, white were clearly starting to break down as well. And I was worried about blue, but purple just not having a stock, just a good solid block of color, a block of houses. There's nothing you can really do, especially when you can't put a roundabout or anything in there either. Just took 2 motorways for 1 building. That is outrageous. Either way, let's just see how everyone else has done, even though it's pretty early in the week. I'm still going to earn myself top 2%. I would definitely take that. And then, number 6. Number 1 is pretty far away. And I guess a few people are pretty far away, but I've broken out of the pack. I guess the world leaderboard will also show me that, yeah, look at that. Number 10. No, I just can't ever break into the top 10. It's just out of reach. And even when you do have 9 motorways like that, like I said, you just can't funnel enough people into where you need to get if it doesn't give you the houses that you need. And it's as simple as that, just spawning problems or however you want to call it.